pizza over 100 lots of times.
Slide!
Pastor Niles tried to fry an egg on the sidewalk right in front of his drugstore one time.
Oh, good old Smokey, he got ahead.
You know, back home in Hannibal, they were always saying cool air was on its way down from Canada. I certainly don't see any sign of it here, do you, dear? Do you?
Do I what?
See any sign of cool air?
Slide! You... Ah! I'm sorry, do I what, honey?
Never mind. It wasn't important. When we met in 1938, it was November. When I said that I would be his mate, it was December.
You must be out of your mind.
6 months out of the year, I might as well be a stone. 6 months out of the year, when I'm with him, I'm alone.
Then you cut the corner.
6 months out of the year, he doesn't take me anywhere. 6 months out of the year, when I play cards. Solitaire. The other 6 months out of every year, we are hardly apart. But then the Washington Senators take over my place and take his heart. 6 months out of every year, I might as well be wearing green. Like this, just an awful work in which I find no escape. 6 months out of every year.
Strike 3 ball 4, walk around on time score. Fly ball double play, Yankees win again today. No damn Yankees, why can't we beat 'em? He's out, he's out, he's out, he's out. You're blind up, you must be out of your mind.
6 months out of every year, he lives by the television set.
He's out.
And I'm like, how does he look? I forget.
Go.
6 months out of every year, you know there is no other day now.
He's out.
If we all by 6 or 6 to 1, there's a game.
Go.
6 months out of every year, when we cook for them, it never came. Instead of praising our goulash, they're praising the place of really men. Now don't try to murder it. Just put it through the infield. Just need a hit. Come. That does it. The ball's in the dirt and he swings.
Did the Washington Senators win, dear?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe they will next time.
Those damn Yankees.
What, dear?
I'd like to lick those Yankees just one
Well,
time.
how can you if they're the champions?
One long ball hitter. That's what the team needs. Just
No,
one.
honestly, Joe, if you keep this up, you're going to get yourself a stroke. Or at least ulcers.
Wham!
Now, Joe, my friend's sister and Doris, they like baseball, but they don't suffer, so... Well, I've got bridge club tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Good night, dear.
Yeah, sure. Good night. Good night, old girl. Wham! One long ball hitter. That's all the team needs. I swear I'd sell my soul for just one long ball hitter.
Good evening.
Where did you come from?
I'm a man who agrees with you.
Agrees.
One long ball hitter. That's what the team needs.
You say that again. You live around here?
My name is Applegate, and I think we share something in common. A love of the national game.
You can say that again. Care to sit down?
Thanks. You don't like to see the Senators in 7th place.
We might pull together yet.
I'm here to make you a proposition. Not only would you like to see the Senators win the pennant, but your secret yearning all your life has been to be a baseball player yourself.
I wasn't so bad in high school.
Not so bad. They were scouting for you in Kansas City. You still got your spike shoes and your glove. They're up in your bedroom.
Who told you that?
Would you like to be the greatest ball player in all of history?
Big joke.
No joke, you can be a great ball player.
I can't even bend over and touch my toes.
Try it, just relax.
What do you know?
With my help, a lot of things come easy.
How'd you pull that off?
I'm handy with fire.
Who are you?
I am quite a famous character, Mr. Boyd. I have historical significance, too. In fact, I'm responsible for most of the history you can name.
Listen, I don't know what the gag is, but...
Talking to yourself, huh, Joe? So you finally flipped your lid. What are you doing out here? Talking to yourself. In the dark.
Talking to who?
It's a sign of old age, you know, Joe. Talking to yourself.
It is?
Is anything the matter?
Oh, no, I was just thinking about the game.
We went to the game yesterday. It was Ladies' Day.
Oh, and I must say, the hot dogs at the park aren't what they used to be. I had the worst hot dog yesterday I've ever had.
Is Meg still up?
No, she went to bed a little while ago.
Well, we'll see her at bridge club tomorrow.
We just came for a ballet lesson.
They couldn't see you.
No, they couldn't. An amusing little stunt. It was all the rage in the Middle Ages.
Oh, I think the heat's got to me. So you mean you really are...
Can't believe it, eh?
That's crazy!
The world is full of crazier things. Crazier every day.
Well, what are you doing here?
Great events bring forth great men, Joe. They arise from nowhere. They take command. That's history.
What are you talking about?
I'm here to make you a proposition. I have chosen you, the most dedicated partisan of the noble Washington Senators, to be the hero who leads them out of the wilderness and to the championship.
The Senators are in 7th place.
Your powerful bludgeon and sparkling play will inspire the team to greatness. We'll call you Hardy, Joe Hardy. You'll be 22 years old. We'll build a new exhibit in that museum in Cooperstown dedicated to you, the Hardy Shrine.
And what did you say I had to do?
Just leave everything to me.
Everything. My job, my wife.
This is a big operation. Can't let things like that get in the way.
And what, I would just disappear, is that it?
Very simple.
Well, what happens when I'm done being a baseball player? Then where would I go?
Well, now, of course, that's very well known.
Yes, but...
After all, there's nothing unusual about it. I mean, how do you think some of these politicians around got started? Or parking lot owners?
Still, if what they say is...
Look, I've got something to trade here. I'm offering you the chance to be what you wanted to be your whole life.
In my business, we have what we like to call an escape clause.
This is not a real estate deal.
If I don't like it, I ought to be able to get out.
Get out?
I've got a wife to
No,
consider.
all right. I don't want to hear any more about your wife. Wives, they cause men more trouble than the Methodist Church. Try to be understanding for all this haggling. Fine, I'll give you a chance to get out.
In that case,
On the
it's
24th of September at midnight. I wouldn't do it. I want to see those damn Yankees win.
You can say that again.
It's a deal.
It is.
Now the other hand.
That's it?
Of course. What you think you had to do? Sign your name in blood or some phony stuff like that? All right, come on. The team needs you. Let's not waste any more time.
I want to leave a note for my wife. And get my gloves and shoes for my room.
Fine. Tell her you're going to Little America to interest Eskimos in split-level houses.
I'll be right back.
I'll call a taxi.
Goodbye, old girl. My old girl. When you awaken, I'll be gone. I tell you where I go. That isn't fair, I know. But trust in me and carry on. Goodbye, old friend. My old friend. There's something I must let you know. I haven't said it much. I guess I've lost my touch. But my old girl, I love you so. Now I know it hasn't all been rosy. We've had squabbled days where tears were brought about. But in a moment or two, we would bill and coo, and never even knew what we fought about. And now you're Joe. Has to go, but he'll come back to you again. So sleep your sleep, old girl. Our love will keep, old girl, till then.
Come on. Cab's waiting.
Hey, did you? I can't believe it. Wham! And though your joy has gone, it will come back to you again. So sleep your sleep, old girl. Our love will keep, old girl. Till then.
sell insurance in the summer too?
Well, I don't have to, but when I see a guy like this not covered, I get worried.
Don't worry, been uncovered a long time.
Every ball player needs an insurance program.
Maybe next year.
Maybe, kid. So long as you're doing that. A couple of years now.
So Ferguson, give me the signal to steal. It was a pitch out, and when I got to second base, everybody was waiting for me except Ford Brick. Ooh.
Look, Rocky, what sign is this?
Invite.
Right, now you're still at bat.
I take.
Okay, now the count is 2-1.
I don't do nothing.
How can you not do anything? If I wipe the take signal, watch what follows. You go for it.
Oh!
How come you couldn't remember that last night? You could have cost us a big inning.
Well, it's not that I'm dumb, Benny.
Nobody said anything about your being dumb.
Well, you know, it's just when we, it's just when we play the Yankees, I sort of tense up, you know? I sort of lose my head.
Will you listen to this guy?
I mean, you know, we don't make the same goofers when we're playing Kansas City.
Now listen to me, all of you. That's what I'm talking about. Boys, I know you're not yellow. Smokey, you bang into fences until you drive me crazy. And Rocky, you played 3 games with a broken hand. But your mental states are all in left field. Now listen to me, all of you. This game of baseball is only 1/2 skill. The other half is something bigger. You've gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, well, that's when the grin should start. You gotta have hope. Mustn't sit around and move. Nothing's half as bad as it may appear. Wait till next year and hope. When you're lucky, batting 0. Get your chin up off the floor. Mister, you can be a hero. You can open any door. There's nothing to it but to do it. You gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course. But keep that old horse before the cart. First, you gotta have it.
A great slugger, we haven't got.
What else? A great pitcher, we haven't got.
A great ball club, we haven't got.
What do we got?
We got heart. All you really need is heart. When the others saying you'll never win, that's when the grin should start.
Now you get the idea.
We got hope. Doesn't sit around and moan. Not a solitary song do we give, Mister, 'cause we got hope.
order with the steam to keep its morale.
We didn't invite the press this morning, Gloria.
Benny, you're very, very foolish to have this prejudice against me just because I'm a woman. My paper gives you as much base as the others do.
I only wondered why you were here so early.
I came down to see naked men.
Baby,
My boss is actually very anxious to find out what some of your players think of the Yankees.
let me tell you something right now. My players don't play dead for the Yankees or any other ball club.
Are you Mr. Van Buren, the Washington manager?
Why make something out of the Yankees? They're a swell bunch of fellas.
Yes, they're really polite and then they beat your brains
They're
out.
just another team as far as we're concerned.
I read somewhere that they're thinking about handicapping the Yankees, making them carry extra weight around like horses.
Yeah, what the hell's in your mind, Matt?
Applegate is my name.
I'm
Of course,
busy.
sir.
See my secretary.
Mr. Van Buren, I am a longtime fan of the Washington Senators.
Listen, Mac, I told you I'm busy.
And lately, I've been beating the bushes around for some talent. This is my protege, young Joe Hardy. Joe is quite the boy with a bat in his hands, and I want you to give him a trial.
Where have you been playing?
Oh, here and there?
Where's here and
Well, if you just let me hit a few, Mr. Van Buren,
What do you got to lose?
Smokey!
He can hit a ball a country mile.
Call me, Benny?
I want you to take this kid down to the locker room.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Van Buren.
Tell Buster to throw him with you.
Come on, Mac.
Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Well, my protege might need my advice.
Buster will give him all the advice he needs. If you want to watch, go out in the stands. The field is for ball players.
Love it, Mac. Just love it! Are you coming, my attractive friend?
Yeah, look, but nothing will happen.
Want to bet?
Just can't believe it. Where could he have been all these years? Henry,
Yes, Ben.
go out there and tell Buster to throw hard.
He is throwing hard. Can't you hear him grunt?
Well, go out there and tell him to bear down.
Sure.
Batting practice is one thing, but how's he doing at game?
He's got a nice swing. Over the fence.
Wow, I think it's just luck.
That boy's got a career ahead of him, and I bet he hasn't got a dime's worth of insurance.
This is costing the club money. Hey, kid! Yeah, you come here. What'd they say your name was? Joe?
Yes, sir, Joe Hardy.
You hit the ball pretty good.
Thanks.
How'd you feel there?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, my manager was supposed to be here. He,
Amy, Joe?
why, yes, they want to know how I can feel.
Well, go ahead, boy. You can do anything, you know that.
What position you play?
I'd like to be shortstop.
Get out there.
How do you like my boy, Mr. Van Buren?
Not bad.
Not bad. Did he kiss that horse line right out of the park? Did he get the fat end of that bat on the pill? Bye-bye, baby! Ooh! How about that?
Hey, ain't nothing Mel Allen.
Come on, dig, boy, dig!
Say, he's got an arm.
Got an arm. He's got an arm like a cannon.
Hit a couple Texas leaguers. Stealing moves back under him.
Hey, you. Give me the real story on this one, will you?
You saw where he was hitting him, didn't you? Over the garden wall? Attaboy, Joe. Rifle it home, boy. Rifle it home.
Where'd he come from?
Come on in, Joe.
His name is Joe Hardy.
Who's he been playing for?
He weighs about 193 pounds, chews juicy fruit.
You're a big help.
Never played anything but sandlot ball, huh? Whereabouts?
Out west.
The Midwest, Hannibal. Hannibal, Missouri.
Is that your hometown?
Yes. Boy, does it get hot there. Sometimes we just wait for the cold air to come in from Canada.
You do all right.
Thanks.
I think we're gonna give you a contract. Send you to one of those farm clubs we have for a little seasoning.
Seasoning? That's ridiculous.
How about it, kid?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
I haven't got the time.
Time?
Baseball's in a rut. If Ty Cobb came here looking for a chance, you sent him to Little Rock for 3 years. Come on, Joe. We'll go where we can be appreciated.
Come on, Mr. Van Buren. Will you give me another shot? I love the Senators.
Yeah, so do I, but there's really only a few of us left.
Okay, get your bat.
Buster!
More seasoning, eh? That ball's about to go for a 600-foot ride.
That's the longest ball I've ever seen in my life.
I think I just swallowed my chewing tobacco.
I just can't believe it. Where could he have been all these years? All All right, Joe. You win. Get a uniform.
You mean it?
Yes, I mean it.
Oh, yeah, I made it! Oh, Mr. Applegate! How can I ever obey you?
I'll find somebody.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, baby! Oh, don't think I'm going crazy on my jump or anything, but you have no idea what this means. It feels good, right, Joe? Oh, I dreamed all my life.
Take it easy, kid, all right?
I will.
I don't want you to get so crazy. You'll tense up on us.
What's the tight long knot? Here, let me get it. I got a hunch you're gonna bring us luck.
Yeah, me too. Hey, this is Joe.
Well, I'm glad I came by this morning.
Something happened after all, eh?
Give me the real story on this one, will you?
He's a natural talent, that's all.
Oh, don't be coy.
Oh, well, thank you very much for the loan of your shoes.
You did right by them, Joe.
What's the matter with your own shoes? I saw you bringing a pair.
Well, they were too small for me.
Your own shoes.
Yeah, I guess my feet had swollen or something. It must have been the excitement or the heat or something.
Okay, Joe. Let me take you up to the office. How do you meet Mr. Welsh?
Oh, great. Shouldn't I grab my shoes first, though?
I've got it. Shoeless Joe Harden.
Is that what you're gonna call him?
That's what everybody's gonna call him. I'm gonna give this club some publicity.
Shoeless Joe, huh? That's pretty good.
I'll help you celebrate, boys.
What's the gag?
Let's make Joe famous.
I'm willing.
How do we make him famous?
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
Oh, hold on, one of our new stars.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
Who came along and it popped some smoke?
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
Strong as the heart of a mighty oak.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow. Lucky are we to be having him.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
Just when the future was looking grim.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
Came a long, long way to be with us today.
We an arm to steel like Hercules. Feed us, bleed us, Mercury. Still fight for us, do right for us.
There'll be a leak in the light for us.
It's Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
Go, 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 go.
Know that I you know my
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
right in the culture, know your name.
Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow.
I see.
As fresh as Listerine.
These seasons blew away now. His laughter rings the morning.
Go, 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 Joe.
My seven's coming last
Like Santa Claus, I had it young. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow. Go, 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 go. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mow. From Hannibal Mow. Go, 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 go.
Joe Hardy's going to be interviewed by the press. Look, it's one of the players. Ah!
Are you coming?
No, I don't want him. I thought it was Joe Hardy.
Oh, well, you'll never get Joe Hardy. They don't let anybody near him. Look, here comes Mr. Welch.
Who?
Mr. Welch, the gentleman who owns the club.
Our readers are really burning to get some more dope on.
Of course they are. We want to cooperate in every way, but sometimes I don't understand you boys.
Can I have your autograph, please? It's for my niece. She has muscular dialysis.
After all these lean years, when we finally bring you a truly great ball player, a man we all can be proud of, and right away this Gloria Thorpe starts sniping at him.
You know Gloria, Mr. Welch, the eager type.
It doesn't help.
As a matter of fact, I'm curious myself. How come he couldn't fit into his own shoes?
A pair of spiked shoes, they all look alike. He just picked up the wrong pair of shoes. What's the mystery there? Good grief, this boy's gone from pinch hitter to idol of the nation in 1 month. And you fellas want to make trouble.
Then I'll get Joe Hardy's too.
Look, here comes somebody.
Huh? Oh, he's nobody.
Are you anybody?
Not a soul.
Joe, you mustn't be temperamental.
I'm not. Only the questions that Gloria Thorpe Dame asked are none of her damn business.
A good press means a lot to the front office. Come on, Joe, play ball with them a little.
They're a bunch of crooks. You say one thing and they write down whatever comes to their heads.
Listen, you talk. I'll go in and say he's off his feet.
Oh, you're getting to be a regular prima donna.
Why can't they just let me play baseball? Why do I have to sit around answering a bunch of questions, making up things about my past?
It's all right. If you get in a jam, you can always come to me.
I don't want to get in a jam.
In fact, you seem to forget sometimes who made you what you are today.
I'm batting .480.
As a ball player, you are a triumph. As a man who goes through with a bargain, you leave something to be desired. I followed you last night,
Oh,
and I followed you the night before.
well, don't you know what I am without going through all that effort?
No, Joe, I got you most things the hard way. The only thing that's completely effortless is this plane trick. Now I'm trying to break myself of the smoking habit.
Well, is there any objections to me walking around where I used to live?
Yes, you know how I feel about home and wives.
Well, that's why I didn't tell you. I love baseball, Mr. Applegate, but I'm homesick.
Well, I'm planning a diversion for you. I have sent for a very attractive girl from Chicago.
I don't like people from Chicago. I once saw this couple.
Oh, nuts with that, Joe. I'm offering you the chance to meet one of the most fascinating women in the history of the world.
No thanks.
Well, don't you go back to Magnolia Street. I forbid it.
Well, you don't own me yet. Not until the 24th.
And then,
What's so bad about me going home?
it's gauche. You're too big for that kind of sentimental nonsense. Now you just think things over.
I am thinking things over. I'm thinking about a lot of things. A man doesn't know what he has until he loses it. When a man has the love of a woman, he abuses it. I didn't know what I had when I had my own love. I didn't know what I had till I said goodbye, old love. Yes, a man doesn't know what he has till it is no longer around. But the happy thought is, whatever it is, he's lost. May someday once again be found.
Joe, Mr. Welch would like to speak to you.
Joe.
Yes, Mr. Welch?
Joe, Miss Thorpe hadn't quite finished talking to you earlier. You don't mind, do you, lad?
I'll do whatever you say, Mr. Welch.
Come on.
Joe's feeling a bit better now. Do you have any more questions?
Well, it isn't that I've got more questions, Mr. Wells, but I don't think I actually caught the answer to the ones I actually asked.
Which is?
Your family?
I haven't got any family. Nobody.
What about friends?
He's got one friend I know. Break me down, little girl.
What about your friends back in Hannibal? Heard from any of them?
If I may interject a word, I happen to represent the Hannibal Bugle, and I must say it right now that everyone in our little old town is proud as pumpkins of little old Joe.
Well, thank little of you and thank little old Joe.
Quit picking on the boy, will you? He's got nothing more to tell you. If you want to ask questions, ask me.
Okay, do you think Washington is going to win the pennant?
Yeah, when I swim the channel.
Don't be so funny.
What's so funny? What's so damn funny about Washington winning the pennant? Now, Joe, who's winning more games than we are?
Well, Joe,
I don't see what's so funny that Washington should cop a pennant. I mean, all we have to do is win games.
Here, here.
I guess I talked too much, didn't I?
No, you didn't. These newspaper people don't know what it's like to have their hearts in a ball club. Sure, we aren't even in the first division, but we're winning games, we're climbing, we're playing like a new team. So don't blame me for hoping, and don't blame me for loving this boy who's made it possible for me to hope. So you can go out to your newspapers and tell them that we'll have the pennant sewed up by the 25th of September.
The 25th? The season ends on the 25th?
That's right, boy.
Well, I have it sewed up by the 24th.
Now there's a statement for you.
How sneaky can a fellow get? Welcome to the nation's capital.
Thank you, Chief.
Have a good trip?
Perfect. The plane crashed in Cleveland.
Good. How about that job in Chicago?
Cleared the whole thing up before I left. I got the old boy to embezzle $100,000, but then I lost it for him at the racetrack. Then his wife left him, and then he took to drink, and I told him I was through, and he jumped out the window. 20-second story.
That's high enough, that's fine.
Want me to try the Empire State on the next one?
No, Lola. This is a straight seduction job. New boy just got a hold of. Look, Lola, I've done a terribly foolish thing. I'm really ashamed to admit it. I let this real estate genius talk me into an escape clause.
I've never heard of it.
You'll never hear of it again. I've got too much on my mind and it slipped by me. I'm overworked.
I know, poor dear, the election's coming up.
When I made this Joe Hardy deal,
Joe Hardy?
That's his name.
Gee, they say he's great. Clarence raved about him.
Who's Clarence?
You know?
Look, Lola, here's the tie-up. This is a mass torture deal like the 30 Years' War. I've got thousands of Washington fans drooling under the illusion that the Senators are going to win the pennant.
Chief, that's awfully good. There'll be suicides, heart attacks, and apoplexy. Just like the good old days.
The key to the whole thing is this fellow. He wants to go back to his wife. For all I know, he's sneaking out there right this minute.
Chief, don't worry. You know I'm pretty good at making men forget their wives. This is a routine case. I'll give him the old vampire treatment.
There isn't a homewrecker on my staff better than you, Lola. But this fellow's stubborn.
Come on, Chief. You know I've got what it takes. Don't make me brag. I took the sting out of the king of Siam. I took the starch out of the sails of the Prince of Wales. It's no great art, yet in the heart of a man, on a silver platter, a little brain, a little talent, with the princess on the ladder. I hate
tickets to the full. Now come with us. We're going to the station to see Gregory Peck coming on a train from California.
Oh, come in. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were the deliveries.
Oh, no, it's just that, well, I heard you might have an extra room that you'd be willing to rent.
Me? Rent a room?
Yes, that's what some fella down on the corner said. He might said you had some extra space.
My goodness, I never even thought of renting a room.
I wouldn't be any trouble, I can promise you
No,
that.
no, I'm sure you wouldn't, Mr.
Joe Hardy.
My husband's name is Joe.
Is that so? That's quite the coincidence.
He's away.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes.
For long?
Not too long. I hope he had to go on a trip.
Well, I guess that's why this fellow might thought you had an extra room.
I wonder who that could be.
Hey!
Oh dear, excuse me. There's a friend of mine and her sister here. We're baking for Bridge Club. Just make yourself at home.
But he'll come back to you again.
I'm sorry to have taken so long. My friends think it'll be good for me to take it aboard there.
Well, I'll certainly appreciate it.
They're coming right in to meet you as soon as they fix their hair. Now we have this nice room upstairs. My husband's old den. We have a nice studio couch. Would you like to see it?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
You better take a look at it. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to have to ask you not to use the downstairs when I have Bridge Club. That's every 3 days.
Oh, that wouldn't bother me. We go away for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you get lonesome just being in a hotel, and it's different just being in someone's house. That's why, well, I was just walking out this way, and I was thinking how it might be nice to live out here.
I guess I see through you. You just miss someone you left behind. Is that it?
I do. I miss someone something awful.
Well, I know how that is.
A man doesn't know what he has until he loses it. When a man has the love of a woman, he abuses it. I didn't know what I had when I had my old love. I didn't know what I had till I said goodbye, old love. Yes, a man doesn't know what he has till it is no longer around. But the happy thought is, whatever it is, he's lost. May someday once again be found.
I know what you mean, Joe, only too well. For I am lonely just like you. Lonely for my Joe, my sweet Joe. How really sweet, I never knew. I never really knew. A woman doesn't know what she has until she loses it. When a woman has the love of a man, she abuses it. such a nice boy, you can tell. Oh, look out, here he comes. Mr. Harper, I'd like you to meet my friends, Sister Miller.
Hello there.
And Doris Miller.
How do you do?
Sister! What?
Well, it's the funniest thing, but I found this envelope as I was clearing out one of the drawers.
Did you? Well, that's funny. I thought I looked everywhere after. Well, would you look at that? Oh my goodness! Money! Well, say, you certainly have brought me luck. Look at this, kids. I guess Joe left this here.
You're Joe Hardy, aren't you?
I guess I am.
Oh, gee, Joe Hardy. It's Joe Hardy, no, not Mr. Harper. It's Joe Hardy. He's the greatest baseball player. Oh, my goodness. Hey.
I don't know what happened to you, Greg. He's a hero.
Oh, we went to the game and saw the wonderful home run you made in the seventh.
Yes, good morning.
I'm from City Hall.
From where?
City Hall, just serving official notice in this neighborhood.
What kind of notice?
New zoning law. No one is allowed to take rumors in this neighborhood.
But they do, people do.
Effective as of today.
What's this?
Why, this man.
Oh, don't worry, Meg. I mean, Miss Boyd. Let me talk to this man. I know him. I'll be right in.
What is it?
Really? Mr. Applegate, you're carrying things too far.
Joe, she's here. I've told her all about you. She's interested, you know. A real sexy baby.
Keep hounding me this way, I won't be able to play with the dam.
You think I like it? Wasting my time? Not to mention the money spent on costumes?
Look, if you want to know, I've rented a room here.
Joe, I told you not to... Ow! 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 My pump! Ow! 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 Ow!
He's gone.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh, he's just some practical joker.
I'm not a very good judge of character. That's what my husband always said.
We're going to fix up your room with a lot of Joe's old baseball pictures, Mr. Hardy.
Oh, yes, my husband's a great fan, you know.
Oh, a fanatic. Every morning in front of the television set, you see that big fat slob sitting there.
Haven't had such a good time in years.
Neither have I.
Lost in Johnny said.
It's just another team, that's all.
We was in there today.
Yes, we beat them like Benny told us we would.
Well, I hope the so-called bombers had as much fun as I did tonight.
Hey, you look pretty near like a ball player today.
Ah, 3 for 5, 3 for 5.
A lot of Joe's fan clubs wanted to do things that night. I asked him and he said no. He only wanted to be in the Hall of Fame.
He was kidding.
I don't think so.
Listen, a party for Joe is a great idea, but in about a month from now, at the end of the season.
Sometimes I think Joe's 14 years old. Sometimes I think he's 50.
Oh, well, I hear we finally got Joe on television.
Does that surprise you?
I was wondering if you could tell me why he's been refusing to appear before this.
My dear girl, he's shy.
Mr. Applegate, I'd like to ask one more question. When Joe was back in Hannibal, did he have the same name?
Yes, Hardy. You spell with an H.
What's so funny?
Oh, something came to mind. It isn't important.
He played a good game tonight.
His batting average went up 4 points. Now it's 524. Not bad for a raw rookie.
Yeah, very raw.
Lovely girl. I know she makes some nice young men very unhappy.
3 for 5, 3 for 5. Hey, Rocky! That dumb blonde tomato from the drugstore is out there waiting for you.
Ah, just tell her to keep chewing the gum until I get out there.
She says I looks like the welcoming committee.
Well, you're sure dressed for the part.
Hey, did you see Johnson put out his glove when I hit that 3-2 pitch?
Yeah. I swing at the ball, next thing I know, I'm riding into third.
Senators 9, well-known Yankees 2. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna memorize that.
I was just talking to Mr. Welsh. He's pretty pleased with the game you played today. Get some sleep tonight, boys. Tomorrow, we're gonna pin their ears back to their bone out.
Hey, Rock!
3, 4, 5.
That dumb blonde is tired of chewing her gum. She wants something to eat.
Oh, I see you're receiving formal now, eh?
Oh, hey, Joe.
How you doing? Well, told the great invisible audience we were lifting our mortgage on the second division and taking an option out in first place.
Now you're sounding like a white-collar worker.
Well, I used to sell a little real estate, just a sideline. Every ball player needs a sideline.
Good evening, gentlemen. Great game tonight, Joe. I'm proud of you, my boy.
Oh, all right.
Good night, Joe.
Good night, Joe. Good night,
Joe. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Good night, Joe.
Now, if we could just take that doubleheader tomorrow, wouldn't that be great?
You can do it. I feel it in my bones. Say, Joe, do you happen to notice that nice young lady sitting in the booth next to me?
Yeah, I saw her.
She wants to meet you. I'll bring her in.
Well, sure, but let me put my pants on first.
That's my boy.
And I want you to know, I've got sort of a date out home. I know you don't like it.
Joe, I do like it. I've changed my mind. I want you to be happy.
Really?
But this girl's a sweet kid, and she wants to meet you, so...
Sure.
Lola! She talked about you all through the game. Here we are. Joe, I would like you to meet my friend Lola.
How do you do?
This is Joe Hardy.
I've seen him from a distance.
And admired
You
him.
should not tell him what I admire.
Joe, this is Senorita Lolita Banana. You may have seen her picture in the papers. She was Miss West Indies of 1957.
It's certainly a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Joe, keep Lola company for a second. I gotta get a hot dog.
Where are my manners? Would you like to sit?
You were so polite. This is where you all get ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Interesting. To be honest with you, Mr. Joe, I don't know how to talk to a man so famous like you.
Well, you're Miss West Indies. That's, going somewhere.
It is silly. I'm ashamed he told you. Mr. Applegate tries to show me off too much. And because maybe my picture is in the papers, and because maybe I am pleasing to look at in a bathing suit. Is that important to you?
Well, as the fellas would say, it ain't bad.
Oh, no, Joe, it's what's inside me. If I'm an interesting person, that is important.
Well, I agree.
Oh. What are those?
That is where we put our duffel when we go on the road.
Oh, Joe, you like music? You like dancing?
Well, I'm not so hot at dancing, but I like music. I studied the cornet for 3 years.
Can you help me down, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
I actually studied it for 4 years. You have to have a natural lip to play cornet. That is, I mean, you have to have very good lips in your... Oh, gosh!
Oh, Joe, you are such a wonderful boy.
I am?
You are so honest.
I am.
I like men who not brag about themselves.
Well, so do I, but, well, gee, where is Mr. Applegate?
You know, Joe, you and I, we're alike about some things.
We are?
I think you and I should get to know each other very well. Joe, would you like to take Lola someplace tonight?
Well, gee, I sure would love to, but, you know what Mr. Van Buren would say.
You would say, lucky boy.
No, you would say we have to get to bed early.
Any particular place? Oh, Joe, you think I'm such a naughty girl.
No, it's just that, well, I rented out a room in Chevy Chase, and I promised I'd be there tonight, so I've got to go home.
Home?
Yes, little lie.
You want to hurt Lola's feelings?
No, I don't want to hurt anybody's
But
feelings.
Lola wants you to stay with her.
Well, I have to keep training and strict rules and all
You
that.
can tell me all their rules.
You're making this very difficult.
Then be good boy.
I'm trying to.
And do like Lola tells you to do.
Go
home to. You'd want me there, wouldn't you?
I see.
Look, you're awfully wonderful, and I wish I was two people, but I'm not. And I'm married.
What? Just a routine case, eh?
You were right, he is different.
Alibi,
I never ran up against one like that before.
Oh, bosh and double bosh. Get yourself a new line. Your methods are old-fashioned. Whatever, no. There is no time. Go on the western trip. When he gets back, I'll smoke him out. When he gets back, I'll start a scandal in the neighborhood.
What kind
You'll have to throw him out.
What kind of scandal?
Good Lord. The man's living there right now with that woman. Aren't you worried? I am.
Didn't see your costumes on yet. What are you? Boston Red Sox. I'm a Detroit Tiger. Wait over there, please. Come on, Cleveland.
Miss Weston, every fan club got rehearsed except us.
You may have to stay, but don't take too long.
What's the sign, Jack?
I thought I was supposed to have the sign.
Not while we're singing.
What about the costume?
Later. Now everybody line up. It's a great honor that we're in this show and we want to do well. The Chevy Chase Fan Club is grateful to you, Joe, because you taught us this big lesson. If I can figure this thing out. You've gotta have heart.
All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grin should start.
When your luck is bad and zero.
Get your chin up off the floor.
Mister, you can be a hero. Can open any door.
There's nothing to it but to do it. You gotta have heart. Lots of heart. I was like to be a genius, of course, but he battled horse before the car. So when the bases are loaded, the count is 3-2. Don't hit a homer, Joe. We can depend on you. You're a hero. You got heart. You got heart. You got heart.
Alright, go bring on these acts and then I'll make a little speech. Whatever they are, I hope you haven't got too many.
No, there are about 100 fan clubs that want to reform, and we only chose for them.
You'll give me a list?
Yes, we have in the dressing room. Miss Weston, the G Street pants do not find their costumes.
Excuse me, Mr. Welch.
You feeling alright about everything, do you, Benny?
I'm not bubbling over with joy about the game we played today, if that's what you mean.
There, let's make it a good party tonight. We've come to the end of the season, better than I ever dreamed.
2 games to go.
All we gotta do is win one of those games.
The way Joe cracked up on us today.
There. Well, boy, how's it feel to have the whole town honoring? Music I wish I deserved.
We'll get him tomorrow, eh, boy?
Here's the list.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse us, Joe. I gotta go practice my speech.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's you again.
I've become a fan. Officially. We're putting on a dance for you tonight in your honor.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Cabana.
Oh, no, Miss Caban is gone. No accent. Didn't you notice? She failed dismally.
Kidding me again, I guess?
No, Joe, just kidding myself. I'm just a bad hussy who organized the fan club without the instructions from Mr. A.
He wanted us to lose today, didn't he? He was giving me the razz all throughout the game. Personal things, anything that throw me off. Like a ball into the stand, just get him to shut up.
You led in 2 runs and you did an old lady. He was delighted.
What does he want from me?
Tomorrow's 24th.
And?
I don't think he wants you to lose.
And what do you want?
I would like to be your friend.
Well, I guess you mean thanks.
Joe, you make me feel girlish. I'm 172 years old. Men have loved me hopelessly, but I felt nothing, and then you come along, some dumb, ordinary man. You make me feel tender.
Mabel. What business is it of yours where Joe lives?
I'm curious, that's all.
Joe moved out of the apartment in Chevy Chase because... Why did you move out of there, Joe?
To be near you. And I'll tell you something else. We're gonna win that pennant tomorrow. You just wait and see.
Ah, that's the spirit! That's the way the ball player should talk, don't you think?
Yeah, I think a lot of things, my friend. You see, I just come back from a little trip to Hanover, Missouri.
Oh, did you say hi to my boys at the Bugle?
There is no bugle, Mr. Applejuice.
You know my name.
Oh, yes, I do, but I don't know Joe Hardy's.
What was that crack?
One thing I do know, his name is just not Joe Hardy.
If you are referring to the fact that he is in reality Shifty McCoy, I deny it empathetically.
Who's Shifty McCoy?
Well, you haven't heard it, I haven't said it. What's the big problem anyhow? Why do you think he's not Joe Hardy?
Because nobody in Hanover's ever seen or heard of Joe Hardy. His birth is just not registered there. He's a faker. Where did he come from?
Oh, don't be so nosy. Go home. Get married. Have children.
Clear all these things, boys. Excuse me.
Benny.
You're part of this shindig.
Benny, hey, you're pretty. Ever heard of a ball player named Shifty McCoy?
Isn't he the kid that took a bribe in the Mexican League about 4 years ago?
Oh?
Through a game. Caught him at it.
What happened?
Took it to the Lamb. Haven't heard of him since, as far as I remember.
Did you know him?
No, Miss Thorpe. I remember seeing his picture in the paper at the time. Quite the scandal.
Of course, that's rough.
Mr. Welch,
I'm ready.
clear everybody. We're going to start.
All right, we're not going to start off with any long speech. Later on, you may have to hear a tribute or two, but right now we're going to start off and hear what some of Joe's fan clubs have to think of him. This first number is by the I Love Joe Club. Yes, that's what they're called. And here they are.
come up, I'll bring him back down.
You know what?
It's already started. Keep your eyes open, homewrecker. You'll see who's got the pain.
Mr. Welsh just had a call from the commissioner, and that's one call we can always answer. He asked me to take over, so up next, a couple of Joe's friends are here, and they're gonna do a dance just to show Joe how much they appreciate him.
Joe, what's the matter? A very terrible thing has happened, Joe. The Yankees accused you of being a fellow down who took a bride down to the Mexican League.
A bride?
Quiet, I want Joe to tell us it's not true.
It's not true. I wouldn't do such a thing.
The commissioner will be holding a hearing tomorrow morning.
Well, who would say such a thing about me?
If you can clear yourself, then you can play. Otherwise, not.
I will. I mean, I'll die for the team. I'll do anything. We've got to win. And we will.
Don't worry, Joe. You're in the act.